Today, we're going to be talking about sketchbooks, how to get started with sketchbooks. Have you ever wanted to start a sketchbook? It's so easy. I'm going to give you the top 5 things you need to know to get started with a sketchbook. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Sunny Art Academy. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm a professional illustrator, designer, and I started my career with sketchbooks. Yes, so I use a sketchbook to do little drawings and work out my ideas before I go to the finished artwork. So maybe you want to start a sketchbook, but you really don't know what to put in it. Stay to the end and I'll tell you how to do that. Today we're going to talk about starting a sketchbook. I think the first thing you need to think about when you're starting a sketchbook is how large you want your sketchbook to be. I mean, if you have a purse, I have this little purse right here that I take everywhere I go. If you have a purse and you want something small, then you just go get something small. This is actually from Walmart. It's super duper small. I haven't even started this one yet. They're super cheap. They're like, I don't know, $2. I don't even remember, but it fits really good in here. Now, I used to carry this one right here, and it just fits in here, but it fits. It's nice, but it is really big. So, you know, if you have a small backpack, you got to figure out what's going to fit in the backpack. There's all these different kinds. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but you need to figure out which size works in your backpack. Like that would work, but this one is too big. It doesn't fit. Now, if you have a larger backpack, this would work perfect. So the size. So the number one thing you need to think about is what size do you want your new sketchbook to be? Well, this would fit in wouldn't fit in my purse, but it would fit in the backpack. See, it would fit in the backpack. Number one. So number two is to not get stressed out about what you're going to sketch. You can sketch anything. So just to let you know, you can sketch anything. You can do flowers. We went out to breakfast. I got a coffee cup that had that foam on it, and I just did an oval, and I put the foam heart in the middle, and I did the side. This is kind of off portion, but that's okay. The sign on the door had a hand that said, you know, exit this way. And I drew the little hand. We were waiting around for our breakfast, and so I decided to do the salt and pepper sugar container. This is the sugar container that has like sweet and low and stuff in it. And then this also had this was just a sugar container that had real sugar in it. I just got my pen super quick. When you're starting, don't try to start on the first page. You know, you just flip over anywhere and start. This is mixed media paper, and so I started over here. I actually started one morning on this one when I was sitting at my table. There were papers on the table. The hint water was on the table. It had a strawberry, and I put the hint logo on the bottle. I drew the bottle. I drew my coffee cup that said, "Don't mess with Texas." And I had a pad of paper right here that had, you know, things from summer, ice cream, flip-flops. And so I just drew it really quick, you know. And then I started drawing, and I write a lot. So I did write. I said the word write. I added some flowers. I did it all with just a pen. And then I wrote out what I wanted to write out today, what I was grateful for. Then I went back afterwards and painted all of it. Now, this bleeds, so that's another thing that you have to think about. I could have done it with a permanent marker, and then it wouldn't have bled. But this is something I can do. I've done it several times in this mixed media paper sketchbook. Okay, number one, find a size. Number two, just sketch anything that you find. It doesn't matter what it is that you sketch. You can make it up, or you can copy something else that's, you know, in front of you. This was one night I just was drinking a glass of wine and slowing down and decided to paint my glass. That's how simple your sketchbook can start out as. You can use color pencils. You can use, I mean, if you're using just regular paper, Then you can use color pencils. I suggest getting maybe a mechanical pencil with a white eraser. I'm a big fan on white erasers because the other erasers, like the eraser that was on here, the pink one, they kind of smudge. So I don't usually use erasers on my pencils. I use a white eraser. It's a Mars white eraser. Okay, number 3 is you could do mixed media. Mixed media means that you can, mixed media paper, this is also mixed media paper, which means that you could use watercolors, you can use markers, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. Let me show you my mixed media. See, I've done watercolor in my mixed media sketchbook. So maybe that's a way to go. You know, it doesn't really matter what you sketch, what you paint. Just enjoy yourself. I mean, look at that. I'm just practicing with my new paintbrush. What does the paintbrush do? How skinny can I get the lines? How fat are the lines when I paint with my new paintbrush? This is just, we are just playing. You are just playing and feeling free. See, I just did pencil lines there. I went with a bunch of plein air people. This is what we paint. This is what I painted. The other lady stood here and she painted almost the same thing, only I have more cactus in my painting than in hers. This is a lot like urban sketching. Okay, so mixed media. That's number 3. Number 4 is to sketch every day. So this was another example of me sketching every day. We went out to breakfast. I still sketched when I went out to breakfast. So get in the habit of sketching every day. Here's another sketchbook where I sketched almost every day on something. It doesn't have to be fancy. None of it has to be fancy. Now, number 5 is, how do I find ideas for my sketchbook? I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get tired of drawing whatever's on the table and I want to draw something fun. So I am going to give you a bonus. What I will do is I'll have links below so you can download drawing prompts. This is a great example of a January drawing prompt where we're going to draw snow, an evergreen tree, a dragon. I don't know where dragon come from, maybe because it was it was the year of the dragon, and so I have a dragon on there. Alligator, mittens, ice skates. As you can see, my sketches are really rough, but we still sketch every day. I try to sketch every day. This is a painting that I did one time when I was watching a Christmas movie with my family. I hope you learned a whole bunch about how to start a sketchbook. So let's go through it one more time. Number 1, size. You got to pick a size. Number 2, sketch anything. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever's on your kitchen table, whatever is in your bedroom. And just remember, when you start, don't start on the first page. That's a lot of stress. You want that first page to be perfect, you'll never start. So don't start on the first page. Number 3, mixed media. You can do anything in your sketchbook. You can do watercolor, you could do color pencils, pen and ink, or just sketch with a blue ink pen. Number 4, sketch every day. Don't forget to sketch every day, even if it's for like 4 or 5 minutes. Just set a timer and sketch for 5 minutes. That's okay. And number 5 is, how do you come up with ideas? That's your bonus. I have a downloadable document for you, so click the link below to get your drawing prompts.